Guys, welcome back to IG versus LGD, game number 2. IG leading the series 1-0, and I'll be joined by Mr. David, Mr. LD instead of 1437 because he is sick.
Yeah,
Hi, my friend.
Hello, thanks for having me back. By the way, are you full screen? Okay, yeah, you are. The stream's just a bit delayed. So I was not really watching Game 1 Winter. I was actually putting the last touches on packing and cleaning the old house. But you watched the game, so tell me about it. It looked like IG took Game 1, correct? And they're not leading 1-0 in the best of 3?
Yeah, they took a really convincing game. It was basically a team that abused like the dire side, taking down towers one by one with the A-Gaze, and they had Bristleback and Dragonite, so LGD fell behind from the start after picking an OD, Clockwork and Bat Rider as their 3 cores, 2 tempo controlling cores, very standard of LGD, but they didn't have a good start, so couldn't really control the game for Xiaotuji, and they just couldn't defend their towers, and they lost the game after they lost all their towers and they just couldn't defend.
Yeah, okay, so basically, just following up on your explanation. So they only picked the OD as their one big damage dealer, and it just, from what little I was watching of the game, it seemed like IG they got too tanky. Like, they couldn't burst the Bristleback or the Dragonite, and they both had BKBs later on, and if you can't burst them, they just...
Not only BKBs, they both had heart.
Yeah, I think they just got to a point where they were too tanky, and LGD just didn't have enough damage to deal with that. Like, they couldn't let IG get that tanky, or they would just never be able to win the fights.
And the first game, LGD chose to take out the Prophet and the Slug, and this time round they had to take out the Alchemist since IG had first pick, so that opens things up for the Prophet. The last time the two teams met on the group stage, IG beat LGD with the Prophet.
Interesting. We have not seen much Prophet in Chinese Dota lately. In fact, in general, he has not been a very popular pick. I mean, you still see him all the time in pubs and in, occasionally in competitive matches, but he has not been a priority for the Chinese teams. They really favor... we're seeing a lot more dual lanes when they do run like a solo off lane. It's normally like a Timbersaw or a Clockwork or a Slark, or Bristleback is the other big one. But you mentioned they did beat LGD with the Prophet before. Do you think the Prophet was the problem? Do you think it's worth IG snapping up or LGD banning out, or was it just a hero they picked and they happened to win with him?
Personally, I feel it's like a very scientific and strategical level of the playstyle problem of LGD. LGD likes to group as 5 and push a lot, so having the Prophet means you can take advantage of the time where they are grouped up as 5 to push out the other lanes and be as efficient as possible, since you have the global presence and your ultimate is going to be able to slow down the pushers. So I feel like Nature's Prophet is the same as Speed Gaming yesterday when I was talking to T-Bun. We were thinking the same thing, where Nyx Assassin is Speed Gaming's Achilles heel. They are always farming really efficiently, the supports are separated on the map, everyone is farming one corner and always constantly alone. So a hero like Nyx is always able to pick off Aoi or pick off Paladin over and over again. It's the same thing here for LGD. LGD's playstyle is very weak against a Prophet.
Yeah, we saw them really struggle against split push at the international as well, in the group stages, and I don't think we saw too much of it in the playoff, in the main event bracket, but they lost a lot of games to split push, and it actually reminds me of when the Alliance came to China back for G1 League. LGD, the game they played against them, I believe they got split pushed to death in the group stage, so LGD's always kind of been weak against split push, it seems to me. We don't see them go for like what Vici Gaming do with the Storm Spirit. They do get Clockwork, who's decent against it, but like you said, they tend to just use whatever heroes they go for. Their playstyle is still kind of to group and fight. So, well, IG have great split push. They've got the Prophet and the Visage Familiars already. They push hard, and do you think they go not all in, but do you think they go for more split push, or do you think they back off now and get some more like team fight, tempo controlling type heroes?
They can definitely go for more split push if they want to, but having the Prophet alone, Prophet is like, you can split push but you can join fights at the same time, so it's really flexible, and IG can still go for the fights if they want to.
Oh, the Kunkka. One of the better heroes to match up against OD 1v1 mid. I mean, you still are going to lose the lane usually, but you don't particularly need your mana as Kunkka. You can still farm with Tidebrainer, okay, so they'll sacrifice the Kunkka mid, it looks like, and look to make up for it elsewhere, because I mean, I guess it's possible LGD could react to this and put the OD into the safe lane. They don't have to put a mid, but that is normally where everyone likes to run him.
So LGD is going to go for the Elder Titan plus OD dual combination. I like this combination a lot. Like the prison will set up the Elder Titan ultimate, the Earth Splitter, and Elder Titan himself, the aura, would provide a lot of damage for the OD. So it's a really good matchup in my opinion. Something very similar to the Visage and Elder Titan.
And yeah, Elder Titan OD, I mean, it's only one, carry, so to speak, but it's like a super carry now. He's been buffed. He'll be buffed up a lot by the natural order, so gives them more late game, and it gives them a nice vision skill for if there are any fights near the Rochan pit. But I am very worried about them getting split push because they do not have the most mobile lineup. They don't have a Storm, a Queen of Pain, a Clockwork. I mean, they just don't have anyone who moves quickly, so I feel like LGD could struggle a lot for that, even though their team fight is looking very strong.
There is one solution for LGD in their common repertoire that deals with split pushes, like the Bat Rider. They like to use the Bat Rider to catch out those split pushing heroes. So maybe the Bat Rider would be a pickup here for Xiao 8 once more, same as the first game, but combined with the Elder Titan and OD. Probably things might be different now in this game.
Where would you lane him then? And also, I feel like it's a hard game for Bat Rider because he's up against Kunkka, and Kunkka's really good at punishing Bat.
Maybe if they pick the Bat, they'll put him on the solo mid position and OD to the safe lane, like you mentioned just now. But like you said, the Kunkka would be a good way to deal with the Bat Rider. So the Bat Rider would, before he has his 4-star, would always have to try and lasso the Kunkka before he X marks him. So that would be a really two-way thing. Whoever gets the better initiation.
Look at this hate on Xiao 8 this game. His Nyx that just crushed the dreams of speed gaming off the table now, and the Storm gets removed as well. So do you think IG go for something like an anti-mage here? Some sort of strong split pushing carry as their final pick?
Anti-mage is really weak against OD and Elder Titan, so you can use it specifically for split pushing, but having the anti-mage means that you can't fight.
You can fight, yeah. Well, Kunkka, Visage, Prophet, Crystal Maid is pretty good for 4 heroes that are fighting, and they can stop pushes quite well. They've got a lot of spam. LGD will go for a more late game oriented lineup, and this is a hero that can punish split push heavily. They get the Doom. I kind of like this pick from LGD. I am curious to see how they're going to run it. I would guess safe lane Doom, OD mid, Elder Titan off lane, and they go defensive tri lane here, but what do you think?
Yeah, most likely the case. I
guess they could put Doom mid and put the OD safe lane if they want to try and adjust their matchups, but we'll have to see, I guess.
But Doom versus Kunkka means that the Kunkka will have a good time, so...
Yeah, that's true. What is IG going to go for? Looking probably for Hal's hero? Or Mr. Oh Yeah, as he's calling himself now.
Anti-mage would be a really bad choice here, like against the Doom.
Oh yeah, now with the Doom as well, I think that's an awful choice now, but... What else would Hal play? Most of his common heroes have been banned. The Gyro, the Life Stealer.
There's still the Clinks, the elusive Clinks, if they want to.
He's very weak against Doom as well, though.
Yeah,
everyone's weak against Doom.
Everyone is weak against Doom. They can either go for the Clinks or maybe the Weaver. So these two heroes would provide them a lot of early game punching power, and the Clinks would be able to deal with the Chen creeps in a way with the Death Pact. So maybe they go down the road of the Clinks. Like, I don't really feel there's anything else that would be significantly better. Not very sure what they're thinking.
I see the chat saying Huskar. I don't think that's very likely. There's Spectre, I guess, but his laning is so weak, and I don't think you can...
Spectre could be really powerful if you get...
Actually, they do have CM Visage. Maybe they would consider a Spectre here.
If you get away with the early game, like the weakest point of the Spectre is really strong later on.
Of course, there's Luna. I guess that's one of the other common carries we've seen a lot of. Does fight pretty well early on with these heroes, so that'd probably be the other big option.
Luna is a bit weak at the start, very easy to take down, but it's really
Spectre.
strong. Yeah, Spectre.
Okay. IG, very strong late game lineup now. So both teams trying to take it late. Last game, even though IG had like a strong late game lineup, it was Dragonite Bristleback. It wasn't that ridiculous. And LGD only had 1 carry, so both teams getting very greedy in game number 2.
It always gives me the feeling that when IG is looking for a carry or looking for a Ferrari hero, they always want heroes that are tanky. They don't really prioritize in getting the Luna as much as speed gaming, because like the way speed gaming plays is they want to farm really quick and snowball, so Luna is the type of hero for speed gaming. But for IG, they like to fight and they like to drag the game out, so Spectre is like a really good hero to do that. If you're able to get past the minute 30 with the Radiance and all your big items, Spectre is like one of the most powerful late game carries.
Yeah, and I mean LGD are okay against Spectre. Doom, correct me if I'm wrong, but Doom disables Dispersion, right?
Yeah, it does.
So Doom's pretty powerful against Spectre then, but at the same time, he's still going to be tanky late game. So sure, you Doom him, but can you actually? I guess with OD, they probably can burst him down. So I actually think LGD could take this very late, even against Spectre. But obviously, you'd rather jump out to an early lead and just take all the towers, and if not end the game by 30 minutes, at least have IG pinned in their base by 30 minutes.
Yeah, so before anything starts to get rolling, I'll take care of the team. On the Radiant side, we have IG Howl. On the Spectre, Faith would be handling the Visage. Ferrari would be playing mid as the Kunkka starts with the Quelling Bait. Very good item selection against the OD. Prophet will be played by YYF, and Banana will be on the support Crystal Maiden.
And on the side of LGD China, we've got Xiao Tuji playing the Doom. He already got to eat a Treant, so getting that value Devour Gold off the bat. DD handling the support Chen. DDC will be the Rubik. These two have been support partners for ages and ages. Xiao 8, the solo mid OD. And that does put Yao into the offlane. Boots first, standard kind of Elder Titan offlane build. He's actually going to be 1v1. IG are going aggressive. Even though they have Spectre, I think their tri-lane's still quite strong. They have Visage, Crystal Maiden. They know Doom's very weak in the laning stage. Chen's probably not going to be doing much for the first few levels. LGD really have to play this carefully because they do not have the best defensive or dual lane, I should say.
Do you see the game against Speed? This is the same lane, and you know what happened? LGD at the start, they got a mana burn creep on the Chen, and the Doom as well devoured the other mana burn, and they mana burn the whole Speed lineup. Well,
I'm not seeing. There was one Satyr Mindstealer camp, so there are some mana burn creeps available, but I don't know if we're going to see LGD go for them. We'll have to wait and see. For now,
I don't think the Chen actually scouted it out yet.
Oh, he's going for it. He wants that mana burn creep.
Is he?
Come on. Yes, he is. Oh boy. Oh no. IG are going to get speed gaming.
Are they going to do it?
I think so. They're stacking the camp first. Let's see.
No.
He got the ice armor. Interesting. I guess you're against Crystal Maiden, so the mana burn's not quite as effective, but she's only level 1, and she's not going to have the aura at level 1.
The speed gaming lane was like even more stronger than this. It was like a range carry like a Mirana and a Treant and a Crystal Maiden. So.
Oh, they did have a Crystal Maiden, that's right. So, interesting to see Xiao Tuji. I think the mana burn would be a lot better here.
Yeah, agreed.
To be honest.
Agreed. Like, I felt like they would have done the same thing. I thought they were going to go down the same route, double mana burn to win the lane, but they just went for the ice armor, which is quite surprising.
By the way, IG did win game 1, so I'm not sure why the scoreboard says LGD is leading, but that is definitely a mistake.
Oh yeah, IG won game 1, that's for sure.
I see the chat's getting confused here, so don't worry, IG fanboys, your team is leading this best of 31 to nothing. So very passive play from LGD. We just see the Chen in the jungle. He's going to find a Wildkin quite early, and I imagine if he really could be more efficient, though. I would like to see him stacking 2 camps at once. We've seen, AUI, Extinct both do this a lot, but he's actually just going to start using Tornado right away. So this is kind of premature, if you ask me.
Yeah, maybe stack it one more time, I feel, before you use the Tornado. But I guess maybe he's just feeling that he needs to rotate and help the lanes.
Yeah, I think that's it. He's saying, I don't have time to play super passively. My team is going to need help soon. Well, they don't need help mid. I mean, Xiao 8 should do well in this match. We're 7 and 8 against 430. Who's 6 and 7? So 430 doing a little better than I would have thought. But Kunkka is one of the better matchups to deal with OD. He's still not great, but he's a lot better than some.
And the bottom lane, the matchup of the Prophet and Elder Titan, I would say it will be fairly alright for the Elder Titan. The only thing is he didn't get normal items to start with. Rabbit's gonna be there to right click down the Spectre. It's gonna get lifted back, but
who's ganking who here?
Yeah, who is actually ganking who? That's
they might get first blood on Banana. They have boots on Rabbit. They have no boots on Banana. One more right click. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that didn't go how I expected it would.
2 versus 3, and you beat the tri-lane. That's a victory. And
so
it also.
Since when is Doom Rubik a strong dual lane?
It's just that the Spectre is weak.
Yeah, very useless hero early on. And he's actually maxing Dagger over and not taking any points in Desolate either. If you're going aggressive tri-lane and you're up against a dual lane, I feel you really should be getting Desolate early on. I don't like this build for the way they're playing. Like, they're trying to go aggressive, but he's doing the defensive build. doesn't really make sense.
Maybe he just wants to use the dagger to charge up the soul assumptions quicker. Like how is like most of the time I feel like he just wants the dagger max. Like some players will always max the desolate, but I've seen him done a lot of times like max dagger already. And Yao's gonna get ganked up by the Crystal Maiden here. Gonna get Novat slowed up and Frostbite to follow. He's gonna go down. Nothing he can do to avoid that death.
The good news for IG is even though the tri lane is not going well at all, and in fact they abandoned it, they have a Prophet safe lane, and so they can get aggressive in spite of that. But middle lane, there was an Astral on 430. I'm lagging a little bit as well, so it seems Perfect World is having some hiccups today. But because they have the safe lane Prophet, I think even though IG has a bit of a slow start and gives up the kill there, I think they're still in okay shape.
Yeah, it's just that I didn't expect at all the lanes that would have in this game, like going aggressive tri-lane with the Spectre. I was foreseeing something like a safe lane, a standard one, and the Prophet on the off lane. But they were just really greedy, like you said. They wanted to shut down the Doom because thinking that Doom has a very horrible laning phase as well.
Yeah, and Shatuji, top lane, he's just 1v2ing them easily. Without Desolate, there's just no damage to hurt the Doom, really.
He actually went for Arcane Boots. Wow. That was very unexpected.
Yeah, I guess this allows the Chen to go for a fast mech. DD can skip his Arcane Boots now, and he's already level 5. He's not leveling as fast as possible, but this is pretty damn fast.
But he's not going to be able to gank too much, I feel, at the start. Maybe he's just going to focus on getting his mecha, if the Doom is not going to get the mecha. But if you go for Arcane Boots though, most of the time you go for the mech on the Doom.
Yeah. Well, what would Chen get? I mean, if you're not getting mech or Arcane Boots. I don't think they need double Arcane Boots. I mean, Rubik can also be the other hero that gets them, so I don't think Chen and Doom should both get them. It seems excessive. Especially because they have the OD passive as well. And they're going to smoke up and head towards mid.
Maybe Visage is going to reveal the smoke, maybe? Nope, not going to come
he's
out.
trying to. He's also kind of camping this rune.
6-minute rune.
They're waiting for him to go check the top rune.
Oh boy. Faith is going to go down, maybe?
Faith. He's got a haste though, he's fine.
He took the haste, If he didn't take the haste in time, he would have been dead.
Yeah, if they could lift him into a stomp, he would definitely die.
Yao's going to go down here. Nature's Prophet ultimate casted, and Crystal Maiden and Spectre would be there to get the kill. So they're going to rotate the Spectre all the way to bottom lane now. He can't really farm as much as he would want to on the top lane already. So they're going to make some changes here. By
the way, Winter, this Chen has very bad luck. He has 4 golems in one camp and 1 golem in the other. This poor guy. This is not his day. DD is not a very good Chen player, apparently, because good Chen players don't get mud golems.
And good lone druid players always get first hit entangles.
Yes, exactly. So maybe DD should consider a different hero in the future. I don't think Chen is his hero.
That's pretty sad for him, having so many mud golems, but it's not gonna affect him too much right now. He has 2 creeps to kill everything, and maybe, like you said, he's just gonna go for the direct mech and not the Doom, because like you don't need 2 Arcane Boots, and so the Doom...
And Rubik's gonna get them eventually anyway, most likely. So.
Maybe Doom just gets like a Shadow Blade. They're gonna try and lift... Faith is gonna get Doom up as well. Prophet's gonna come in. Is YYF gonna be able to deny? Come on, get the deny. I have faith in you, YYF.
Oh, big plays. That's a big deal. LGD will get nothing out of that first Doom. In fact, Shatuji might have to be sent back because he's very low. But the Chen is actually going towards mid again. They're looking to gank 430. He's got phase boots. Astral's going to set it up. They do have a stomp, but he can drop the boat here. Prophet ult coming through. He's not really taking much damage. The boat keeping him alive. He's going to be okay. He's going to turn it around. DD's going to go down. Uh-oh. 430. Maybe overstaying his welcome? No, he'll be okay. Soul Assumption. Not enough. Now the Haunt. They're going to get him. 1 more hit. Oh, they Astral the Illusion! Oh, what a play. And how did not Haunt into it in time? Oh my goodness. That looked like a for sure kill.
He didn't have mana for a dagger as well. That's why he wasn't able to get a kill. He just got
Now he's got the mana. He just got it.
Yeah. That was really unfortunate. He wasted all his time and he had to walk all the way back to bottom lane. That was a really wasted investment from the Spectre, and Chen is going to be looking to get more aggressive. He just picked up the smoke and nothing else. Going to roam again with the Centaur and the Hellbear Smasher, probably.
And he is level 6 now. He did pop Hand of God to survive in the last fight, so with no OD ult, no Chen ult, and no mech... Well, actually, sorry, Doom's the one building the mech, so what is Chen going to go for this game?
So in the end, I was right. every time I see the Chinese Doom get the arcane boots, they always get a mech.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, then you have the mana to support it, but it's just weird because I don't know. Does Chen just go like straight 4-staff here? Drums maybe.
I'm thinking of a Vlad's maybe, or
He's gonna get arcane boots.
or a Necrobolt.
Okay. Well, Rubik should not get arcane boots now. They do not need 3 sets with OD's passive. But overall, who do you favor right now? Both teams are farming well on their cores. Gold Graph and Experience Graph say LGD is leading. Some of that is Devour Gold. So I wouldn't say it's misleading, but it's kind of expected. Do you think LGD has a significant lead, or do you think it's still pretty even?
I feel it's still alright because Spectre is gonna be... Every time you pick a Spectre, you're gonna fall behind at the start if the game is even, something like this. So this is very normal for LGD against a Spectre, and they have Devour and they have a jungling support in the Chen. Prophet is going to do that right now, but his supports aren't going to be able to jungle as quick as the Chen. So having that that early little lead that LGD has right now, it's basically just from the lineup they have. I don't think it's a very big advantage at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. And I like the way IG is playing this. They rotate the Visage mid because they want to secure his level 6, and 430 will go top. And normally, I mean, you want 430 to continue to get levels on farm, but he's probably the hardest here to kill at this point. Spectre's still pretty squishy. Well, not squishy, but fairly low HP. And Kunkka, ultimately, if he dies a few times, that's okay. But they really need the Visage level 6 so they can gank with the Familiars plus Prophet ult plus Haunt. That's really the strength of IG's lineup. I don't think their team fight is that strong for now. Mainly, it'll be the boat that gives them a strong team fight, but Kunkka cannot be everywhere. So really, I think what they want to do is just rely on the 2 globals and the Familiars to find pickoffs. But it will get hard to do that now because LGD just got their mech. 10.5-minute mech arcanes and the Chen's almost level 7. So LGD, you mentioned they like to 5-man. This would be a good time to start doing it.
They're gonna maybe start with the smoke here with the supports, and like you mentioned, the boat is their main primary source of fighting tool, and he has to make sure the Rubik doesn't steal the boat. He has to make sure.
They're smoked up and trying to go mid. And I don't know. Oh, shall we just use his Astral?
Oh, no,
this is go time.
He might go down here. The Familiar's gonna come in as well. Dagger's gonna chase. Oh, how actually Haunt out of bottom lane. They were actually trying to kill him, and he actually ultimate and went to middle. So he gets the kill and dodges the gang.
So LGD probably gonna have to decide quickly. I think they just go for a tower trade. There's no Chen creeps here.
LGD,
they're gonna defend mid.
LGD is going to always defend their towers. No kidding.
Well, they don't have Chen creeps here. Even if they try to go, they're gonna send Yao home. He'll TP in soon. But IG, they know that Prophet ult's down and Haunt's down, so they do not want to be aggressive. And I think very smart play by IG. You got the kill, and now just get back and go back to farming.
Yeah, and I feel like the boat, to prevent it from getting stealed by the Rubik, the way he casts, like the way Ferrari uses the spells has to be like I would prefer to have like 3 X mark and the boat, so I can X mark and boat first. So the last spell I cast would be Torrent, so the Rubik has a difficult time to steal your boat. I would say it's much more difficult if you cast the boat second instead of the boat last.
Yeah, it's hard to do boat second when you only have level 2x though. You really need level 3 or 4, so he'll need at least 1 more level before he can get that combo off easily, but he will have it soon.
Yeah. You need at least level 3, and LGD is going to group up. Best time for them to group up after having that early mech.
Still no Haunt. Prophet ult will cool down, but they will not have Haunt for this fight, so I think if it comes down to it, IG just stall here. They do not want to engage without the Spectre ult. They don't have mech. They don't have the team fight that LGD does right now.
Yeah, they just need to buy time. They can't really fight here. And looking at the map right now, IG's gonna split push top. Hao's gonna try and damage the tower at bottom. They're in no position to try and defend this tower. Maybe if they hit a good bolt and torrent, maybe they'll commit to it, but it's gonna be difficult here.
Are they gonna drop the boat and try and defend? There is no glyph available. It's already been used. I think they just let it go. Yeah, they will. See, they could have dropped the boat there to... I mean, I think you should drop the boat just to slow them down, even though you probably won't stop the push, but they're not even gonna bother. And the thing is, they're not gonna be team fighting, so I feel like why not? You might as well throw the boat
I'm
out.
100% with you, LD, so dropping the boat there would have bought at least like 3-4 valuable seconds for the other 2 heroes to split push even more or damage more the towers. So, and like you said, they're not going to be fighting anyway, so boat has like what, 1 minute cooldown. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So now IG's going to smoke up as well. They head towards the top lane, and middle lane's pushed past the river. Nobody's defending it, and there's nobody farming bottom. So this is pretty obvious from IG.
Oh no, the smoke got revealed. The smoke got revealed. They know that the Spectre's nearby.
Oh, nice. Fancy footwork from Hao, but Too fancy, as he's caught in the trees now. He does have Haunt, though.
Top
They're going
lane.
to fight bottom. There's no glyph. I don't think they want to defend. They just want to go for a pick-off.
Xiao 8 could be in a lot of trouble here. Gonna get Nova to start off with.
They're going to TP in, though. They've got
He needs to
Astral.
prison himself. He's gonna do it. They're gonna be able to save him here.
Earth Splitter coming out. IG on the run. The turret comes through. Now the Haunt. I don't think they've got enough damage.
boat got stolen.
Wasn't stolen. He was. Oh, but he can't get it off. He's going to go down. He didn't get to use it.
Yeah, he didn't get to use it, but still 1-1 right now. CM and Rubik. Doom is gonna get casted on YYF here. He's gonna get and snared up as well. Xiao 8 is still living through the fights. Oh, he finally goes down to the Spectre damage there. YYF.
Oh my god. And YYF will get denied? No, not the case. Now Xiao on the one. And I think this is going to be 4 heroes dead. He looks to be in a lot of trouble. Profit buyback. They really want this kill.
Yeah, he looks to be in all sorts of trouble. Maybe he's still gonna be able to buy
There's
some more
another
time.
dagger soon, though. Is there level death available? There is. He's got to be careful about diving this. No, he'll be okay. Familiar should get the kill.
Yeah, he's gonna go down, but
Oh!
he was really tanky with the plate mill. So, and the mech, he has a lot of armor. So right clicks deal very little damage to him. I feel like it's about time for him right now. This is the time to get the ice armor. To stack it up.
Yeah, this is where you would like the ice armor. I don't think it did anything in the... I mean, it was okay in the lane, I guess, but didn't really do that much. It was... You know, now it would be really useful, though, when they're trying to fight. So I definitely agree with you there. That's just the power of IG's lineup. Like, even when they're behind in terms of gold and items, they were actually down by 4k. They did not have a mech. They still don't have a mech, but just Spectre, Prophet ult, and the boat make all the difference. And LGD, I think if they get the boat off in that fight, that's a much different engagement. But DDC got chain stun. Really nice focus fire from IG to bring him down.
Yeah. I feel like LGD, the next objective would be maybe to just try to get the Roche before trying to fight. The fights are going like really 50-50 right now. They need to get a certain amount of advantage before they can go for another fight. Medallion gonna be picked up by the Chen, so they're just gonna go for this Roshan right now. Maybe IG is going to be able to figure something out. Oh, the Familiars is already
actually
there.
available. And they've got a DD rune on 430, but they still don't have mech. It's gonna be hard to fight.
I think they can take the fight.
Boat, they can.
I think if
Good
they
boat,
land
they
a
do.
good boat and a torrent, they can take the fight.
And they can haunt to make sure that Prophet ult hits everyone. So that they should haunt and then Prophet ult when they begin the fight. Let's see if they're gonna do it.
Torrent. Torrent gonna catch only the Chen creeps. Oh, they lost one of the centaurs. That could be really crucial for them.
They're gonna go in soon, I feel. This Roche is dropping low.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised if they don't contest. It really seems like they want to. Familiars are gonna scout it out. They could drop the boat any second now.
They could.
Just waiting for the right moment.
They could
DDC's
X-mark.
gonna try and disrupt it.
Oh, Haunt's gonna come out right now. The Prophet Ultimate is gonna come as well. The boat comes down here. The torrent as well. Where's the boat?
Where's the Hand of God?
Well,
Nope,
Xiao
they
8.
don't
Xiao
even
8's
need it.
getting really low. They're gonna use their Doom on 430 there. 430 is gonna
Al
go
stole
down.
the Aegis.
Wow,
And he got the Roshan kill as well.
How actually stole
IG
the
getting away
Aegis?
with murder here.
They're gonna
They got
lose.
Aegis and the Roche kill.
They're gonna lose 2 heroes for that and trading the OD, Roche kill, and the Aegis.
That's for it. Well, they did buy back on the Visage as well. Yeah, maybe not. I think it's still a good trade. They killed the OD as well. So
Banana?
3 for 1, and they get Aegis and the Roche kill.
Banana is gonna be the
4 for
last
1.
casualty.
Where are you going, Banana? You ain't running.
So all in all, it was 4 kills for
4
LGD.
for 1, but they get the Roche and they get the Aegis. So I would say I'd say worth it, because how has 3.5k? And if he wants to go straight to Fusel or Relic,
No. I think he's going to go Radiance.
I think you go Relic after a fight like that as well. But either way, he's got a big item, so I would say it's worth it. Worth it.
The Radiance is going to do too much if you have it like at a decent time, around 20 to 22. So he's going to look towards getting that. Not right now. YYF here. It's going to get spotted out by Rabbit here. It's going to back off. So
I just want to point out that they executed their combo really nicely there. You haunt first, then you drop the Prophet ult. Familiars gave them an idea of when Roche was low, and I believe Familiar stuns are what allowed them to steal the Aegis in the middle of the pit. I can't tell for sure, but it seemed like that's what happened, and well, just really good execution. They did end up giving up a lot of kills, but the big thing is denying the Aegis to LGD, because now LGD have to be a lot more nervous about the next big team fight, and it might be coming now with 430 smoked up.
yeah, with the Aegis on the Spectre side, IG would feel so much more comfortable. He can even like go in first, tank with the Aegis. Here comes the boat and the torrent as well. Gonna take down the Chen right from the start.
There's no haunt. 1 second, he just got Relic, and he's coming.
Is there any more kills he can get? Maybe not. Maybe not.
No stuns. That 2 down, though, and they give up the tower, but I would say worth it. Meanwhile, in the river, Xiaowei and Faith duking it out. And Xiaowei's going to have to run here. He was not available for that fight.
Yeah, did they manage to deny the tower?
No, Doom got the last hit. So I would still say IG are very happy with that trade. Spectre doesn't die again. He doesn't lose his Aegis again. And all of a sudden, Spectre is if Spectre is ever the most farmed hero in a game, you've got problems. This hero does not flash farm. He's bad in the laning stage, or pretty weak anyway. And when he's the most farmed hero at 19 minutes, you are in big trouble. LGD, I'm worried about them right now.
Yeah, they're in a significant disadvantage against the Spectre right now. Hao is going to get his Radiance in the next 1 to 2 minutes, so that's going to be really crucial for the next fight, and he still has the Aegis for it as well. Like, you can't just throw a Doom on the Spectre in this scenario right now. If you Doom him, he'll just come back with the Aegis and kill your whole team. You have to be thinking that you want to use your Doom before the Kanka drops his boat and stuff like that. So, if you do that, the Spectre, you have to ignore the Spectre, but at the same time, Spectre deals a lot of damage to you, so it's a very difficult situation for LGD, who to focus down.
Man, Winter, this Spectre is going to be so hard to kill. Not only is he Spectre, but his team is going to have a mech soon. Faith's almost completed it, and what's worse is he has the boat on his side. So Spectre already tanky through Dispersion, especially once he gets the Vit booster, works towards the heart, and then you throw in the boat, the Coco Rum on top of it. I'm very worried about LGD being able to kill him. I mean, they do have pure damage and the natural additional damage that comes from Elder Titan, and Doom, yes, can disable Dispersion, but especially when he has Aegis, I don't know. They're gonna have this is big trouble. 20-minute Radiance.
Yeah, you can't use the Doom on him right now because of the Aegis. It's gonna be a waste, and that's the problem.
And you can't ignore him. He's doing way too much damage now.
You can't ignore him, so it's a really difficult position for LGD right now. They're gonna complete the Shivas on Xiao 2G. I think, yeah, he's gonna get his Shivas right now. That's going to be somewhat helpful against the Spectre. You slow his attack speed down and you slow his movement speed down, but he's still going to have the Aegis. That's a fact that they cannot change.
What is LGD's game plan? I mean, their lineup on paper is pretty damn strong late game, but Doom's going for more of a utility build. You don't see the phase boots. He hasn't eaten an Alpha Wolf yet. Anyone for the Arcane Mech, so he's not really gearing up for the ultra late game. And the OD got Midas, but that's pretty much it. Just 4 staff since then, so even though LGD could go late, they're not really itemizing or playing for ultra late game. They want to fight now.
They need the ice armor against the Spectre. They really need that.
Aegis is still up for a minute.
I
don't know about this guy.
They're gonna come in here.
They have Prophet ult.
Oh no, Rabbit's gonna be frostbitten up. The boat comes in, Torrent comes in as well. Rabbit's gonna take so much damage. OD and Rabbit's gonna fall down right from the start. Your biggest heroes on your team are gonna go down.
He stole something. It's not a very useful spell though. It's just a dagger. Oh boy, this Spectre is way too fat. I do not like that decision. That was such an aggressive gank, and there's still an Aegis up on the Spectre. That was a really high-risk play, and LGD is paying the price.
Yeah, DDC gonna go down as well. That was a really, like you said, a very high-risk play, and they needed to get every little bit of small detail to help them against with the Spectre. Like, I feel the Ice Armor was one of the most important components missing there from their lineup. So
yeah, but now, how much does the Ice Armor actually help you now? Because there's pure damage from Desolate, there's the magical burn of Radiance, and there's the Kunkka Cleave, which is... Armor is not going to help you against that, so... I don't know. Armor, it just doesn't feel like it's actually going to be that useful this game. Yeah, IG's got a lot of nuke damage and a lot of non-physical...
Rabbit's going to come in,
non-standard physical damage.
Going to ensnare up on... How still has his Aegis, so he's going to...
It's about to expire. 5 seconds!
Oh, they used the prison to buy some time to kill Hao. Oh my god. Is he going to go down here without the Aegis?
Oh! It was like 1 second before it expired. Oh no.
Boy. They're going to drop a Doom on him.
Bad.
They're going to drop a... Yeah, they're going to Doom him, but he's going to be able to run out of that. Yao there is going to be backing off as well. They're going to not be able to kill the Spectre here, I feel. Spectre's going to leave.
Oh my god. He's going back in. Although he is dropping.
Oh my god,
low.
he's gonna die now?
Deny him? No, he gets the stick charges off. Wow. Wow, this is so unfortunate for LGD. If they'd waited 1 or 2 seconds, they should have written down the Aegis time. They should have known. Oh, LGD. Maybe they just wrote it down a second or 2 wrong and they thought it would have expired right then. My goodness. Because, to be fair, that fight was very chaotic when the Aegis got stolen, so they may not have known the exact time, Winter, and that could have just cost them the game.
I think they didn't know the exact time, and they weren't really sure, so... But it was just really unfortunate. 1 more second. They just needed 1 more second.
It was literally like 1 second, if that. And now, because they lost yet another fight, OD's item progression is awful. All he's got is an Ogre Club, despite a pretty easy matchup and being the second highest farmed here in terms of CS on the map. And the Doom's not gearing for late game. I don't really think Shiva's is going to do much here, to be honest. And I mean, it's a decent kind of team fight pushing item, but I don't think it's especially good against IG. A lot of magic damage, a lot of pure damage. I really worry for LGD here. They are in a very bad position.
If you want to carry as a Doom, like, I feel like the most important item is like getting a Shadow Blade, maybe like try to get a lot of pickoffs and create a lot of pressure. I feel
especially
like
against the Nature's Prophet, you really want to have Shadow Blade to punish the split push.
Yeah, having the Shadow Blade out on Doom is a really essential item when you're trying to exert amount of pressure on the enemy carries. But without the Shadow Blade, the Prophet can always just be safe. He doesn't have to worry about some unforeseen gank coming his way. So he's gonna be really safe farming anywhere on the map. Like having this side of utility items on the Doom right now is not gonna be paying off in the long run, I feel.
Oh boy, Winter, is IG headed back to their second G League finals in a row? If they win this game, they're in, and they'll await either DK or Tang Fu. IG, they took it all last G League, and boy, did they have an up and down road since then. I mean, they went from being the best Dota 2 team in the world, no question about it, after TI2. They dominated for 4 or 5 months. Then they just tanked. They ended up salvaging things and doing pretty damn... I mean, I think better than anyone who was kind of following them would have expected going into the event at TI3. But, you know, they made the roster changes. They struggled for months after their big run. And, well, they're in a position now where if they play this out correctly, I would say their chance of winning this game should be like 70% or so. I don't think they have it in the bag, but I would say they have a very strong chance of winning from here. And if they do, they're going back to their second G League finals. In 2 seasons.
And I have a gut feeling that you want Tong Fu to win, so that it's gonna be the revenge of the Burden in G League finals.
A Burden no longer. He took down the mighty Speed Gaming yesterday.
He took down the MLG champions and the EMS champions in one day.
No, there was no Arteezy though. No Arteezy there. Do you think that made a difference? Do you think they're weaker without Arteezy?
It's hard to say though. Both players, Sing Sing and Arteezy, definitely have their pros and cons when they play the mid lane. I would feel like it's much more of a team thing where they lost out against
okay. I definitely agree.
Against who did they lost? My brains is like, did they lose to
Tang Fu?
Oh yeah, Tong Fu.
And they lost to who did they play before that? It was LGD, I believe.
Yeah, LGD. So I don't think that was the sole factor that they lost, not having RTZ there.
So what do you think about the items from LGD China from here? They go for a BKB on Xiao. They're going mass BKB. We see one coming out for Yao fairly soon. I don't think this is Heaven's Albert. It should be a BKB. And this is pretty good against Spectre, and as well as just IG in general. They have a lot of nuke damage, but going for this many BKBs in the mid game really, it slows down your late game progression. LGD's not playing greedy, even though they could with this lineup, and I think it means like they almost have to win in the next 10 minutes, or IG just has to start throwing fights, because otherwise IG will have like a 6-slotted Spectre by the time, you know, OD even completes one more item. He's not going to have Hex anytime soon, and they're true to LGD form. They're going to smoke and go for another 5-man engagement.
Yeah, they need to get a initiation. If they let Slack the Spectre farm like this, they're going to be in a lot of trouble in the next 5 minutes. So they're actually going to use a smoke to get Rochan? Well, this could be really obvious. The familiars are there to scout things out.
Oh man, this is very dangerous to fight in the pit against Kunkka, as well as Spectre, who now has Ultimate Orb and Vit Booster. I don't think LGD can take this fight.
He's going to get sent back and imprison up himself, so nothing gonna happen too much there. And YYF has Hex now, so they could be able to use this to their advantage in opening the fights.
IG's team fight is just ridiculous right now. Like you were mentioning earlier, stealing the boat. I think they absolutely have to steal a boat to take a team fight.
Yeah, they need to.
I don't see them winning one without it.
They need to steal the boat.
Spectre has buyback. Prophet is 400 gold short. I would kind of like to see IG get Prophet buyback before they force a fight. That way, they have 7 heroes for the next fight if they want it. Including extra life for the Spectre as well as the Prophet.
They can just swing towards top lane and just wait for the buyback. He's gonna get it in the next one minute. He's gonna get enough gold there. So, like you're saying, you have to abuse the fact that Prophet's gonna be able to buy back and come back. So you're technically 6 man versus 5 man. That's going to be a really crucial advantage during the Roche fight.
And once again, it is relevant. IG took game 1, guys, not LGD. The scoreboard is wrong. The admin screwed it up, but LGD is on the ropes here. They cannot afford to lose this game, or they will be going home.
Indeed, they will. And IG looks to be in poised position. I would say at least 70 to 30 right now, the situation they are in, because like the Spectre is just way too farm. I don't think LGD can deal with him without a hex.
He's 3.5k gold ahead of OD, who went Midas first, and Doom, who has Devour. He's 8-0-6, Winter. Oh my god. You cannot let Spectre have this.
You know, if you have 200 last hits at 30 minutes as a Spectre...
Let's not forget they lost the tri-lane. They lost the tri-lane. They gave up first blood. They abandoned the tri-lane. And he's still the most farmed hero in the game. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like...
Imagine if they had won the tri-lane.
Most of it was due to LGD's like decision making and the fights they took. I wouldn't say he farmed really quickly. Like, it's just because of the kills that the quicker you get Midas, the more CS you're gonna get. So usually Spectres that go for jumps and phase first, and even a magic one, you don't get your Radiance so quickly.
And I just love the way IG's playing. They know that for LGD the key is they have to do something like sneak a Roshan. They're not just gonna win this in a straight up game, and IG's denying that to them. The familiars are just camped over the pit, and LGD might go back to farming, but they have not really itemized or played this out planning to farm. All their items, their decision-making, from going for all these smoke ganks, picking up a lot of early to mid-game items, they really kind of forced themselves to take this in like 30 to 40 minutes. And now they've got to go back to farming. But imagine if the Doom had gone for the greedier build, the Shadow Blade, the Phase Boots. He would be much more farmed right now, and offering a lot more to his team.
Yeah, they could have just left the Chen to get the mech. I would think that nothing is wrong with that at all. Top lane. They're going to hex up on Shell 8 as well. He's gonna go down for sure. Nothing he can do.
Such an easy kill. And meanwhile, while that was happening, the Visage actually kills off the Chen. He just died in the jungle to Crystal Maiden plus Soul Sump. Yeah, the familiars are still at Roche. They're not even using the familiars to fight. They're just camping Roche with them. Uh-oh, LGD.
Like you said, that is the most crucial way for LGD to come back into the game, sneak a Roshan. So having the familiars there means no Roshan. Always know when the Roshan is gonna come. So that is really smart by Faith.
You know, it's funny that the one fight where he stole the boat, he didn't get to use it, and he's not even had a chance to steal the boat since then.
3 levels
DDC
in X
is just
mark.
being denied.
3 levels in X mark, and you X and you boat, you're never going to let the Rubik steal the boat.
And now Manta's complete. Spectre's not even going to bother saving for buyback, and well, actually he does have it right now after that tower goes down. And I don't really think he needs buyback. He's very tanky. And I feel even if IG loses a fight badly, you know, because of their lineup, they've got the Prophet and the Familiars. They can always fall back to not like full-on Rat Dota, but you know, just split push, wait for the Spectre to come back, wait for Haunt to cool down. IG has a lot of margin for error here, and even if LGD does manage to get Aegis, that's not like a game-winning move for them. It's just something they have to do to kind of have a chance.
And this is why they wanted to ban out the Prophet so badly. The Prophet affected a lot of the momentum from LGD Gaming's playstyle. The hero itself just greatly hinders their progress as a team to 5-man. So it's gonna be really difficult. I don't think LGD can group up to fight anymore. They can just try their best to get the Roshan. Like you said, they need the Roshan to be at least stand a chance to win to come back into the game. So they're just gonna go for it now. IG is ready with the familiars.
There's Haunt. Now Spectre has Manta. Haunt's 10 seconds off, but it should be up for this fight. Familiar is gonna slow this Roshan attempt down a lot. He'll send in Manta illusions first. He does have the Haunt buyback as well, so he may just go in, die, and then come back with a buyback, and here they go.
That is Rabbit's gonna doom on how it's gonna go down really soon here to the right clicks of the OD and on the doom.
Oh, he's not going down.
The boat is actually keeping him alive. Wow.
Buyback.
He's gonna buyback and Haunt right now.
Fight's over for LGD.
Buyback Haunt. GG. Fight's over.
They are so screwed. DDC is gonna go down to the Haunt illusions. Everybody's gonna melt. 3 heroes dead. Easiest triple of Hao's life. Give him the Aegis, and I think that's GG. IG should at least get tier 2 bottom and probably 1 lane of Rax. And LGD, they lost to OD again. He's really their only damage dealer this game, and he doesn't even have Hex yet. We're 33 minutes in.
He had
His
that
item,
Midas. He had that Midas so early.
Yeah, such a fast Midas, and I think a lot of it just goes back to LGD, like you said, their decision making. They tried to take a lot of fights early. The items were all very early to mid-game oriented, but they just failed in their execution, and IG punished them.
Yeah, this is not gonna be able to defend it by LGD already. Maybe they can stay on and try to fight the second Rex, but the first Rex is definitely going to go down.
Are they going to dive Yao? I don't think they need to. Just get the Rex.
They're going to try, but he's going to get forced out to safety. Better off taking the Rex now. Oh no, DDC is going to go down here. That was still alright. DDC buys back. OD is going to be back up in 5 seconds. They still have AD somehow.
Yeah, and that's what happened in the last fight. Well, here they go. On to Xiaotuji again, but he's just melting to the Spectre. Does pop the BKB. Spectre might die once, but I don't think they're killing him twice here. OG's on the back lines. He is going to pick off the Prophet, who can buy back immediately. Is this fight spiraling out of control? I don't think so. Xiao Wei's BKB is going to wear out, and now it should be clean up in IL3 for Mao.
Oh, he's going to get X mark back after he got signed back. Oh boy. The OD looks
actually,
to be in a lot of trouble.
Because of the Doom.
Wow.
They might be winning this fight.
They are actually going to win the fight. Wow, that was really, really not expected. Doom is going to go down in the end, but how? He's really low. Can't really help his team fight anymore. They lost 5 heroes if you count the Aegis.
That was a huge win for LGD. Now, they did have to buy back on the Rubik, but Prophet bought back and died again. IG, I think they were just way too aggressive there. Just siege the racks. They were like diving heroes. They got really spread out, and LGD did a nice job of initiating. OD just charged in with BKB, and all the supports just scattered, and IG just got really spread out. Spectre got focused once, and I love the play from the Doom. He reserved Doom for the second life. Did not make the same mistake as last fight, where he doomed Spectre when he had buyback. This time around, he saves it for the second life, and even though Hao didn't die, he was unable to do much.
And they tried to fight without Horn there, so it shows to you that how much damage the Horn is actually the main weapon of IG without the Horn.
But now he's got Heart, but he didn't have Heart last time.
Yeah.
And OD still no Hex. OD did die again, Doom did die again, even though they did not spend their buybacks. And I feel IG desperately needs more items now. They need the Hex on the OD. Yao needs, I don't know what he should be getting, but he needs just more items in general. The Elder Titan and the Doom. BKB Shiva is not really the best late game. You really want to have something more, whether it's, I don't know, what would you even get here? Do you go like Heart, Assault Cuirass?
Cuirass, I think you go for the Cuirass to try and take down the Spectre with the minus armor and give your team the armor boost. Like, I feel like Cuirass is like something they really need to have. They need to have everyone stronger as a team, so Cuirass will provide them that, and the armor would be also helpful against the Spectre as the Doom.
In spite of how bad that fight went for IG, they did get the tier 3, and they still have the Prophet Spectre late game to fall back on, so I don't think they're too worried. Obviously, they're not happy with that fight, but they should still feel like this is their game to lose. And LGD should feel like what they do now, which is, we are the ones that have to make something happen, so they smoke up yet again. And this is actually a decent time to smoke. Middle lane's pushing out, bottom lane's pushing out. And LGD, they've got 1 ward in the middle lane, but that's really it. IG does.
There's not much vision right now for IG. Like, this is the...
Well, this ward doesn't see much, the one near the Rochan pit, so... I don't really like this ward in general. It is hard to de-ward, though. That's the one nice thing about it.
Yeah, when it's like everyone has gem on both sides, you want to have your wards at least at positions that usually having a gem alone is not going to be able to deward. You need to have like high ground vision or something like that. At least your wards are going to stay alive for some time, even though it doesn't give good vision. So both of the teams are going to avoid each other right now.
By the way,
Scotty
on the Prophet. What do you think?
Doom. He just wants to tank up the Doom, and secondly, it's because of the OD ultimate. You have more stats to, so it reduces the damage that Sanity's Eclipse does to you.
It also gives them. They are a bit lacking in lockdown for all these. Scotty's good against BKBs, and there's triple BKB on LGD, so IG can still just look to kite some of these BKB heroes, and it helps the Spectre focus them down in the team fight. So I think it's an okay pickup.
Yeah. It is
even though normally I'm not a big fan of Scotty outside of pub games, but here they go. They're going to get caught out now.
Hex. He's going to try and hex someone to initiate. He's going to hex up the Doom here. Doom might be in trouble here. They need to focus him down as soon as possible. The boat's going to come in as well. Rabbit's going to pop his BKB. He's going to be able to TP out? No, he's not going to be able to TP out. He's going to go down Rubik and Doom down. This is a great opening. This is a great opening.
The good news is bottom lane's very far. Oh, top lane's already pushed. Uh-oh. IG can just break the base now. LGD, do they have buyback? No buybacks, only the OD. I think they're screwed. This could be it.
This could indeed be it. Spectre's gonna go into the towers, Glyph Cap pops out. The Echo Storm catches only Ferrari and some creeps there. Not gonna be slowing them too much. This is just looking really, really bad for LGD. They need a miracle to win this fight.
Winter, what did you think of that last fight where the Doom chose to level death the Prophet rather than just doom him right away? Oh no, hold that thought. Here they go.
Here they go. Sanity's Eclipse after the Echo Storm catching 2 heroes. The boat is going to come out here. Yao is going to go down right away. Xiaowei is still chasing
Banana. Xiaowei used his whole BKB
CM.
to chase the Crystal Maiden.
He's going to hex up the Visage. He just wants to get some support kills, but the supports are going to kill him right now with the familiars there.
Visage ain't no support, man. This is a carry hero. He's just going to solo the OD. Gets a little help at the end. GG. LGD China are knocked out of G League, and IG are going to another Grand Finals. 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah, they played a really, really good game, like, apart from the fact that the lanes didn't work out, but the mid game and the decision making they had was really good. And you come to the point where if you're LGD, you question some of your decisions, your item build on the Doom, and you went for a very mid game eccentric item build, but they didn't really accomplish too much. Spectre got a lot of kills from the fights and snowballed so hard that he was able to just clean out the fight. As long as they have Haunt on the Spectre, LGD will not be able to take a win in the team fights unless they bring him down before that happens.
Yeah, I wonder how this game would have been different if LGD had just played more for the mid to late game. It seemed like they were forcing so many fights really early on. What if Xiao Tuji had just gone straight for like the Shadow Blade that you mentioned? What if Xiao 8 had just farmed for a Scythe instead of rushing BKB and trying to fight so much early on? Could have been a very different game. That one team fight, Spectre went from like 1.5k to 3.2k, and I think that one fight is where LGD lost this game.
I think the BKB pickup on Xiao 8 was alright, but they just needed to play it more passive. Like the BKB was just there to ensure that you don't die if you try and farm and you get caught up by the Conquer or something like that, and you get your hacks later. When you have BKB, you don't have to worry. So, but they were using the BKB to fight, and they didn't have a good start on the OD. He died so many times trying to do too much. They should have just taken the game slightly slower. Like in a LAN, you're facing a Spectre. Your nerves get to you when you're playing against a Spectre. You don't want the Spectre to farm up. So they were a bit over aggressive and they paid for it.
You know, I thought this game was going to go to 3. I thought IG LGD would be very evenly matched, but IG run away with it. And now, Winter, who's going to be playing it? Will it be DK or will Zhou get to exact his revenge in the finals? Who's your money on for the next match, DK Tongfu, if you don't mind me asking?
I want to see the revenge of the Verdant.
Yes, I would enjoy that greatly as well, my friend. But I think DK are going to have the advantage in this match, but DK has lost to Tongfu quite a bit. I would say Tongfu is one of the teams they struggle most against in the Chinese scene. If you remember, right when 6.79 came out, DK got 2-0'd by Tongfu with their cheesy Pugna push, mass Necrobook strat, and it seems like Tongfu in general is just very good at kind of outdrafting their opponents, and I feel like DK's got to be very careful about that.
Yeah, indeed they have to. So I'm not sure if T-Burn will be coming later, so maybe you have to back me up.
Okay, I'll try and stay awake in case he can't make it.
Alright, so thanks for coming over. So that's the end of the series. IG's gonna beat LGD 2-0, and the next semi-finals would be in 3 hours and 50 minutes. So I'll leave the stream on for a bit and I'll come back later for the next series in 3 hours and 50 minutes. Stay tuned, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.